If I might borrow your attention for a moment, I have urgent news. Halloween season is rapidly approaching. I have been informed as such via reception of this year's Spirit Halloween catalog. As I consider myself an unofficial Halloween costume connoisseur expert, I have taken up the task of reviewing this catalog for the betterment of humanity, and mostly because I want you to avoid making terrible life choices you will regret for an entire night. With that said, if you find yourself at a loss for completely original ideas, there is at your disposal the Spirit Halloween costume catalog. Important, Spirit Halloween does not endorse my opinions, as you soon will learn would be unlikely anyway. Skipping the costumes for infants whose candy consumption is discouraged and costume independent, I have chosen to begin with page 6. Options I wish I had at my disposal when I was 7 to 14 or whatever age kids are these days. Page 6 of the Spirit costume catalog begins with the Lone Ranger and Tonto, apparently characters from a feature-length film released June of this year. I say apparently even though I am completely aware of it, as well as most people who bore witness to what Wikipedia awards the description of massive commercial failure. If you aren't swayed from this costume's origins, commercial unpopularity, I suggest that you take a closer look, perhaps seeing in this Tonto's eyes the deep desire for this particular photo shoot to end. The cold stare is one of dark resolve, trying to figure out exactly how his helicopter pageant mother convinced him to wear a wig and more makeup than any of the girls. Not to mention unsettling and increasing regret for the politically incorrect offenses and cultural lines he systematically crossed by donning the printed shirt with fringe, printed belt with trim, loincloth, pleather belt, seed pouch, bird headpiece, and wig. If you're fortunate enough to be the Wonder Twin who isn't made to dress as a gross depiction of racism, you can opt for the lesser of two evils and don the Lone Ranger costume, the highlight of which is early onset facial hair that drives the entire image. Honestly, if you go with this costume, I might suggest you ditch the mask, badge, and neck tube, replace the white hat with a brown Stetson to become Daniel Day-Lewis's character in There Will Be Blood. Your peers will be impressed and delighted, or you could get beat up anyway, not my fault. Moving on. Heading not rightwards but downwards and glancing at our watches, we discover it is in fact Ninja time, featuring the Red Ninja Avenger, Green Stealth Ninja, Black Stealth Ninja, Blue Stealth Ninja, and Green Ninja Avenger. The coolest of which is obviously the Green Ninja Avenger, with his Elvis-style open shirt, sequins, and black gloves. Trick question, it's obviously the Black Stealth Ninja who stands in the center, the only one to even suggest the purchase of a ninja sword, and who is actively wearing more film stars than any other ninja. Voted most likely to survive Ninja time. I must note that he is also voted most likely to be injured and hospitalized on Halloween or any other day during Ninja time or any other time, as black is also the color of night, and in spite of his heavy armament, he is most likely to lose a fight with a passing automobile. As always, and I assume is creed by now, Ninja at your own risk. Finally, moving back up the page in whatever order I feel comfortable with, we find ourselves out there with Alien Agent and Property of Area 51. I've spent an exceedingly long time trying to understand the expression Alien Agent is trying to noiselessly convey, and have failed. The coolest part, the gun, not included or available on the website, Alien Agent seems best fit as a stark comparison to the coolest looking costume on the page, Property of Area 51, whose wicked stare and slight smirk give him the appearance of a creature who just stepped out of any number of science fiction films. A review on the website by one lazy mom complains that the alien gloves only have 3 fingers and a thumb, while her son's hands contain 1 extra normal finger, a problem I did not consider and do not feel responsible for solving, especially for a self-proclaimed lazy mother. That is it for page 6. For those of you bemoaning the early onset of Halloween, I warn and remind you, the week before Halloween is the best week to find scraps of the least popular costumes on the ground and try to throw something together so you can embarrass yourself as quickly as possible in front of your friends, coworkers, and loved ones. The week before that is too late to find popular thrift store pieces or get something custom made, and if you start looking 3 weeks out, you're already a week or 2 behind those of us who value entertainment and life as a whole.